Hello and welcome to BI-Lingual Analytics. My name is Roland and I'm super glad to see you here. Today's video is going to be a bit different. It is not a new tutorial about Power BI or showing off a database project. This episode is all about appreciation. Almost exactly a year ago, I posted my first ever video and blog post about Power BI. I still remember the months before that. Lots of learning about video editing, preparation for the best setup, building a PC for the first time in my life, and heaps more. I still cannot believe that a year has passed by. The whole idea behind this channel was to help people understand that Power BI is not just an IT tool. More importantly, you don't have to work for an IT department to master it. Bringing together business and IT is a crucial topic for most business analysts, and I reckon it is an important concept for companies. You can also pick your own career path within the Power platform. There are so many different roles, spreading from data modeler, data conditioner, business analyst, data visualization specialist, and many more back-end or even front-end type of jobs. I can only hope that with my tutorials you were able to gain a bit of insight into the world of Power BI and find some guidance on where to start or how to solve a burning issue within your reports. While I think I was able to give back to the great and lively community that Microsoft created, I must admit that over the last year I have learned so much new things and connected with so many smart people. Unfortunately, for the time being only virtually, but I cannot wait to go back to face-to-face trainings, live conferences and user group meetups. I believe that one of the greatest advantages of being a Power BI professional is to be part of the community. Even to this day, when I struggle to find a solution for a certain issue that I've never faced before, I can just hop online and ask around if anyone else has a solution for that. And for that, I am super grateful. As I have already mentioned before, I was able to pick up so many new skills with BI-Lingual Analytics. Obviously, before every single video, I do my research to make sure that I'm not saying something silly or completely opposite of some best practices. It could be a challenging task to do, especially when I research more techie topics. At the end of the day, I'm not an IT professional, so don't expect from me to be able to answer all of your questions about super niche tech issues. Speaking of questions and comments, I cannot find words to describe how I feel when someone sends me an email or comment below any of my videos saying that it was useful and solved the problem that they faced. It brings me so much joy to know that the content that I created was useful and made someone's life easier. That's exactly what I wanted to achieve when I talk about giving back to the community. What else have I learned over this year running BI-Lingual Analytics as a one-man show? I learned how to record videos. It took me some time and practice to find a backdrop or background that I like, to purchase the right lighting setup to make sure that my videos are well lit, and to find a good microphone setup. Also, it made me realize that recording a video is not just about hitting the record button, or at least not in this educational field. To be able to provide a more enjoyable content, I also had to learn how to create transitions, how to use OBS to record video and screen sharing, and of course, learning how to edit those videos with DaVinci Resolve. And the list does not stop here. Creating a funny thumbnail or finding the right title for the YouTube video could be time consuming. So yeah, apart from all the good stuff that I learned about Power BI over this year, I was able to pick up skills in these fields as well. And finally, what's the plan for the second year? As of now, when I record this video, there are more than 1200 people following BI-Lingual Analytics on LinkedIn, and more than 650 of you have subscribed to the YouTube channel. I'm extremely thankful for all of you, and I can promise that more and more videos will come. The plan is to record more database topics, not necessarily full report ideas, but maybe ways of presenting the data that I find useful during my day job. Additionally, there might be some videos about how to analyze data, or in other words, what happens when your report is ready. I hope that those topics will be just as interesting and I will be able to showcase some best practices when it comes to working with business people. Lastly, there are so many great stuff already promised by Microsoft on the release notes. I'm sure that we will be able to learn some new topics together. Oh, and before I forget, I also plan a bit of an update when it comes to all of this, and some surprises that I might be able to share with you around Christmas. No spoilers though. I know that it was a bit longer, talking head type of video, but I wanted to express how grateful I am for all of you following Bilingual Analytics and of course the Power BI community as a whole. With that said, thanks heaps and see you next week with another Power BI tutorial. See ya!